Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome to this episode of Movies Merica Live, a Argylle version of Movies Merica Live here on this Sunday afternoon. And as the title implies, you are joining me live right here. And I just want to welcome especially my movie maniacs and my fellow freedom-fueled film fanatics, and then also anybody watching on pilled.net, the Pilled Posse. And real quick here, while I'm thinking about it, you can live chat with me all about Argylle as well. Okay, it's not just going to be me yapping all about Argylle. It's going to be your chance to live chat back with me all about questions, comments, whatever, all about Argylle. That is like most of the point of Movies Merica Live. Okay, and yeah, like I said, we're going to be talking about Argylle, and Argylle isn't just a pirate's favorite suit blend. I mean, I know pirates are in the Argylle, yes. But with that being said here, you know what? Let's get right into our Movies Merica Live, and let's make this happen with me giving you something to dance to.
In a world where the number of movies available is great, but many are so bad, you'll learn a new definition of hate. One man sifts and reviews through the movie sludge. One man will be the movie cop, jury, and judge. He goes by many names, but you know him by Movies Merica.
Yeah. So that should get you pumped up here. I know it gets me pumped up. I mean, I was already pumped up, but that just enhances my being pumped up here for this Movies Merica Live session or episode, all right? And so, again, like I said, I'm going to get into Argylle. That's what this episode is all about. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we did lose a legend this week here, and that legend is Carl Weathers. And I just wanted to take a chance to pay tribute to a legend that I grew up with. I, of course, first knew him as Apollo Creed in the Rocky movies, and then later on as Dylan in Predator when he was rocking, the MP5, and then later on as Action Jackson, and then Chubbs Peterson and Happy Gilmore. Carl Weathers, just what a fixture of Hollywood, fixture of movies, a fixture of popular culture, okay? I mean, he was early in his career, he was playing like this badass, formidable boxer, and then he went on to be an action hero, and then later on in life, he was doing funny, personable roles like Chubbs in Happy Gilmore with Adam Sandler. And then also he did a lot of guest spots. He was on Arrested Development, and he's just a well-rounded actor. Of course, then most recently, a whole new generation got to know him from The Mandalorian, and so yeah, his legacy was long and distinguished. Okay, I mean, he just was around for so long, and we were happy to see it. And unfortunately, we lost him here a couple days ago. As of this episode here at the age of 76, sounds like he died peacefully in his sleep. And then you saw Sylvester Stallone give a tribute to him that you could tell he was trying to hold back tears. Then I've seen tributes to Carl Weathers from a lot of other celebrities. I saw one from Mike Tyson, gave a tribute. Someone interviewed him, when he was walking through LAX. Adam Sandler, a myriad of other celebrities are just mourning the loss of Carl Weathers. And so as part of my tribute to Carl Weathers, I just wanted to play a couple of scenes, a couple of my favorite Carl Weathers scenes from movies here. So let's get right into it here. Real quick here, though, I did mention that I did notice a comment here. Hey, just wanted to give proper due. And we've got Rebellious Broccoli here in the live chat here. Movies, friend. Hey, good to see you. Hey, back to you, Rebellious Broccoli. And yeah, they go on to say, rest in peace, or as I say, rest in power, Carl, right there. So, yeah, absolute legend. And so, yeah, thanks a lot for joining Rebellious Broccoli, the episode. Thanks for joining us here. But yeah, let's play the first of one of my favorite all-time Carl Weathers scenes, shall we?
Not the way to do it. But you hit it straight. Huh? Step into it.
Apollo?
Right. I waited at your house for about an hour, and your wife said you might be here.
What are you doing here?
Business.
If the papers knew we were talking like this, they'd think we was crazy. Why you?
Because I'm the best, and you need somebody to teach you differently.
Why?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't think you could pull it off without me, Rock.
You still didn't give me the answer, Apollo. What's the real reason?
Listen, it's quiet, isn't it? When you're retired, it's too quiet. I mean, we're too young to retire anyway. Besides, with the right touch, I could promote this thing into the biggest gate of all time. It'd be bigger than ours. Heaven knows, I don't mind being involved with large numbers, right?
I don't need this no more. I don't want this no more.
Look, man, when you beat me, I hurt all over, and I didn't want to know from nothing or nobody, not even my kids. The hell, every fighter knows that hurt, and we get sick inside trying to live with it. So don't back off now. Make it right for yourself, or you'll be sorry you didn't. We held the greatest title in the whole world, babe. You lost that fight, Rock, for all the wrong reasons. You lost your edge. All right, I know your manager dying had you all messed up inside. But the truth is, you didn't look hungry. Now, when we fought, you had that eye of the tiger, man, the edge. And now you got to get it back. And the way to get it back is to go back to the beginning. You know what I mean? Maybe we could win it back together. Eye of the tiger, man.
Why'd you have to come here?
I have the plan. Get back, man.
You got me curious.
You got me curious, Rock.
Yep. Great scene with Carl Weathers as Apollo Creed right there in Rocky III. So fantastic. And yeah, I mean, it's just, leads into a great training montage and seeing Carl Weathers just trying to get that eye of the tiger, like you said, with the Rocky, and they become friends. It's a turn in the relationship that you would have never guessed, from seeing them in Rocky I and Rocky II. So fantastic. And yeah, I mean, yeah, you got it right, Rebellious Broccoli. He was such a powerhouse of a human and an actor. So just fantastic. Yeah, I mean, he was one of the rare actors, celebrities that actually stood up for Gina Carano too. When Gina Carano was unjustly fired from The Mandalorian, Carl Weathers was pretty much the only person from that show here, from what I recollect, from that show that had her back. So great guy. And yeah, there's a reason why there's so many tributes from other celebrities coming out for Carl Weathers, because yeah, he was well beloved. But yeah, let's go to another one of my favorite scenes here. Again, him as Apollo.
Some folks got to learn the hard way.
No quick knockout prediction.
No, I'm not angry with him. See, I just want to show the whole world that Russia doesn't have all the best athletes.
Rocky, how do you think Apollo should fight Drago?
Well, personally, I think the first thing you'd better get Apollo is a ladder.
Drago, how does it feel to spar with the great former champion?
The man's tongue didn't come through customs.
My husband is very happy to have this opportunity. It's his dream.
Dream? How do you mean?
In our country, Apollo Creed is well known and very respected. It could be a good victory.
Whoa. Hey, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Oh. When? You don't really think you're going to whip me, do you?
Well, he didn't come here to lose.
Well, you hold on, little lady. You hold on. Because lose royally, he's going to do.
How can you be so sure?
Well, I've been with the best. and I beat the best. I've retired more men than Social Security.
Excuse, please. You are not very realistic, are you, Mr. Creed?
Where did you come from? What are you talking about?
You can box, yes, but you are far too old to think that you can win over Drago.
Oh, is that a fact?
Yes, and it could be a painful one.
You put that heavy bag with eyeballs in the ring with me, and you're gonna see the meaning of pain.
Why do you insult us?
Now, you just hold on here. Don't make me out to be the bad guy. I came here to talk about a friendly exhibition bout till Comrade Big Mouth started.
Right. It's you who are the aggressor. This is
Alaa,
obvious.
I don't wanna hear that,
wish
man.
to say to the press, in all fairness, Drago should not even fight this man because he is a has-been.
You get that big chump in the ring right now. Bring it on. Look, I don't want to hear anything about it. Just let that chump go. All right. I said what I feel. I'm gonna finish this in the ring. You understand? We're gonna finish this in the ring. Look, you just shut up. And all these puppets that you brought with you, history, chump. You history.
How did I do? A little loud for my taste, but good. Oh yeah, very good.
Fantastic. So I mean, it's such a charismatic actor, and such a great guy from what it sounds like. And so that's my tribute to Carl Weathers there. But we'll get to Argylle here because I know that there's folks here that are tuning in here to hear about Argylle. But I'm sure that if you're a decent human being, if you know what's up, you don't mind a few minutes dedicated to a great guy like Carl Weathers right here. So we've got Rebellious Broccoli here. Yeah, I believe it. He was such a powerhouse of a human and an actor. Calls on to say it's the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the fights. Yes. All right. Classic Survivor. And hey, it's Unfolding Joker. Aye. Let's go. Movies Merica. As I almost slipped up because I try to keep Movies Merica live PG. So now Movies Merica spoiler warning on Thursday night. All the gloves are off, okay, with that. So, but hey, shall we talk about Argylle a little bit here? So Argylle is directed by Matthew Vaughn, and he brought us like Kick-Ass and Layer Cake, X-Men First Class, Kingsman, The Golden Circle, and The Kingsman. A lot of great movies from Matthew Vaughn. This one, you'll see how I feel about this right here. But stars Bryce Dallas Howard. That's Ron Howard's daughter. And then Sam Rockwell, Henry Cavill, Bryan Cranston, Dua Lipa, the pop singer. And we get Ariana DuBose, John Cena. Sorry, China. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that John Cena there. So, and so it's got a power-packed cast, and so the cast is not the problem. Okay, but so it's a spy thriller that in a style that only Matthew Vaughn, or I'd say who am I trying to think of here? James Gunn could do. Okay, so James Gunn and Matthew Vaughn are kind of cut from the same cloth. They're kind of quirky, out there kind of directors that take action and turn it on its head. And so it's kind of that kind of spy thriller where it's almost like a stage play, kind of a musical / action spy thriller. And now that sounds like a great recipe for a great movie. But Matthew Vaughn it's just too goofy, and if you go to see the movie, which I would not recommend, you'll see what I'm talking about. But Bryce Dallas Howard, she plays an author who is very reclusive, very shy, and she's author of these spy novels with the main character of Argylle, and in her head, Argylle is played by Henry Cavill, and she just lives a very boring life. But then she's thrust in the middle of this spy plot when this spy agency, this rogue spy agency, thinks she's a little too close to being able to reveal true life spy events. And they think that she's going to ruin their dastardly evil plans, that kind of thing. And so that's where the movie starts off. And I'm not going to go any more into the plot than that. I mean, a lot of the movie is just the same things that you've seen, from other movies real quick. But real quick, let me remind you to like this episode. Hit that like button down. Just smash that sucker, okay? And then also hit that follow and subscribe button down there as well. Just drop kick that sucker, okay? And then also get in the comments down below. If you're not watching this live and you can't live chat with me, and you're watching this later on, hey, get in the comments and let me know what you think about Argylle. Maybe you liked it. Maybe you think my take on it is ludicrous. Who knows? So, but yeah, let me know. But a little bit more about Argylle. I mean, I got to say, just let me just say from the jump, Matthew Vaughn is clearly whacked out of his mind on heavy drugs, and I also suspected that he's gay because his action movies, they feature the most effeminate action vibes of anything that I've ever seen. The action is the polar opposite of, say, like the very first Lethal Weapon movie or the John Wick movies that have this, those movies have like this rough, gritty feel to their action. And then Vaughn, I mean, he's got characters in a gunfight with rainbow-colored smoke, for God's sakes, all right? I mean, I was waiting for the Care Bears to pop out and suddenly appear and provide suppressing fire from their left flank, okay? I mean, but to answer the question, Matthew Vaughn is not gay. In fact, he's actually married to former supermodel Claudia Schiffer, and he has been for a very long time, okay? Or he's leading a double life, who knows? And, maybe he's just an extremely effeminate man who likes to combine action with a love of stage musicals. I mean, who knows, right? Now, we do have the writer, Jason Fuchs. Maybe he's gay. I don't know. Well, no, it turns out he's likely not because he's also married to an actual woman. So that adds to the mystery of where the overall effeminate feel of this movie actually is coming from. To be honest, it could be they just know or think that this vibe they infuse into this movie will get women running into the theaters to see this, especially with Henry Cavill in the movie and him prominently positioned in the advertising to make it look like Henry Cavill is actually the star of this. But by the time the ladies realize Henry Cavill is in the movie for about a whopping 7 minutes or so, it's too late. They got your money, ladies. They already got it. They already got it there. So it's kind of devious and whatnot. But hey, you know what? That's what they sometimes do to get you cashola, right, and whatnot. But well, that being said here, let me let you guys know all about our tdpn.locals.com website. And that's the website where all of us at the Till Death Podcast Network, we have our articles and videos and blogs that you can check out, all about movies and entertainment, TV, cocktail recipes, politics, the hot button topics of the day, that kind of thing, all presented for you in a way that you will not find anywhere else. Okay, so very unique, very distinct. Okay, and as you see down below, you can get 1 month free membership. Okay, otherwise it's just a measly $3 a month for VIP access to it. Most of the content that you see on there, I believe, is like VIP accessible only. So you have to pay, just a little bit, a little cash. Okay, like I said, a measly $3. That's like a box of Twinkies. That's nothing, right? But for right now, as you see down below, if you put in promo code TDPN, you get to be a VIP for free for 1 month. Okay, so get in there, check it out. You will not be sorry. Okay, I mean, check out all the great stuff that we have in there and take advantage of us for a month. Okay, and then also there at tdpn.locals.com, I have a feature in there called Movies Merica Mad Libs, and you can get in there and you can flex your creative muscles. Okay, you can add to this Movies Merica Mad Libs screenplay that I've got the first few lines written for, and I've got some characters in there for the story. And it's your chance to get in there and write some lines that me and Ian and Sean are going to have to, some other members of the Till Death Podcast Network are going to have to read live on a future episode of my Movies America spoiler warning show that I do on Thursday nights. So whatever you write, we're going to have to read it live, okay? So get in there and take advantage of that at tdpn.locals.com. All right. And yeah, again, get in that live chat, everybody. Get in that live chat and say hello. At least say hello to me, or, thumbs up or wave or something like that. Okay. But speaking of the live chat here, yeah, we got Rebellious Broccoli with a nice tribute. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I do my best. And then we got my man Rebellious Broccoli saying again, make toxic masculinity great again. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. Let's let the patriarchy rise again. Yeah, it's I like the way you think right there. But yeah, these guys, Unfolding Joker and Rebellious Broccoli, they're getting into the live chat. They know what's up. They're doing it right there. So, oh, right. So yeah, a little bit more about Argylle. I mean, the action in Argylle is absolutely zero impact. It's fights on trains, chases through towns, fights in hallways, fights at the bad guy's lair, a grand finale fight that we've all seen before 100 times. The action scenes, they just get repetitive, okay? Also, much of it is done, by body positivity Laura Croft girl boss, which were asked to just massively, no pun intended, suspend our disbelief about. Now, this isn't quite what it would be if we saw an action movie starring a lethal Lizzo, but it's on its way. Now, if an actress is overweight, fine, more power to them. I mean, however, I do hope that they do get healthier so they live longer, but don't try to sell me on them being able to fly through the air and fight like Jackie Chan. I mean, now this is Vaughn and Fuchs at top, big is beautiful pandering form, all right? And Vaughn is, another thing about this movie is Matthew Vaughn is painfully aware that he has the whole world that CGI can bring him at his fingertips. He treats it like a dope that just got a green screen and is playing around with putting himself in front of different backgrounds, giggling like a moron. But enough about what I did last night, okay? Now, the CGI is cartoony and not in a charming, quirky way. I mean, that CGI cat looks about as real as Tony the Tiger. Abusive CGI is why we can't have nice things. It's just doesn't work, okay? And it doesn't work for Argylle whatsoever. And you'll see that in the movie. I mean, again, this is one of those movies where I don't recommend going to see it. But if you do happen to see it, like say, again, you're laying on the couch at 3:00 in the morning, you probably should go to bed, but you just crash on the couch, you wake up and you're like, wipe the sleepy seeds from your eyes. What is that over there on the TV on HBO? Sorry, Max. Can't call it HBO anymore. Max. What is that over there? What is that? Something about a cat and Argylle. What is that? Maybe I'll check this out or whatever. If you watch it that way, and you don't spend any hard-earned cash on it, then okay, I could see, I could rationalize you watching it, that way. But if you do watch it that way, yeah, you'll see what I mean. That it's just a complete waste of time there, ladies and gents. All right, hey, let me take a quick minute here to let you guys know all about a product, a great product called Nature Clear. And Nature Clear is a powder that you can take to prevent getting a hangover, all right? So now if you go out there and you ever find yourself drinking, a whole lot of beers or a lot of cocktails, or you're down in, some Glenlivet or something like that, you're getting a little too excessive with it, right? You're just like, I can't control myself. It's so good. Well, hey, grab yourself a little Nature Clear right there. I think I've got that upside down. Yeah, there we go. Nature Clear. And you just, put this like in a bottle of water, just shake that thing up and then just chug that before you go out and have a good time. And you don't have to worry about a hangover. Now, no problem if you are out there and you're just, you're sipping your Glenlivet and you're like, oh, man, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like I'm going to have a hangover the next morning. And I forgot to take my Nature Clear. You know what? Don't worry about it. Just take your Nature Clear when you get home and you're good to go. All right. And then also it helps you recover from smoking and vaping as well. So mean, it's a well-rounded Swiss Army knife of a recovery, ladies and gents. And so right now, in order to get yourself some Nature Clear, all you got to do is click on the Nature Clear link in the description. And grab whatever Nature Clear product that you need. Grab yourself some powder to help you avoid the hangover. And put in promo code MOVIES. And you're going to get up to 25% off your next order. All right. So fantastic, right? I mean, don't hesitate. Just do it. Get it done, everybody. Now. That's my talent of persuasion right there. And I'm probably lacking in that big time. But some other random thoughts about Argylle. The Elly Conway author character is really like a hybrid of Kathleen Turner's Joan Wilder character from Romancing the Stone. If you've seen Romancing the Stone from way back in 1984. And also she reminds me of Sandra Bullock's author character in the much more recent movie, The Lost City, that Sandra Bullock was in with Channing Tatum. And Elly Conway from Argylle, she even has a cat like Joan Wilder had in Romancing the Stone. Now, if you're unlucky enough to see this direct, you'll also notice that Elly is a ripoff of a certain Gina Davis character, okay? And after you see it, you'll know what Gina Davis movie that I'm referring to there. And also, another random thought is this movie is just too damn long. It's just another movie that's trying to be epic by giving it an obscenely excessive runtime. You have some movies like Oppenheimer and Dances with Wolves that they're so good you don't even notice and feel the fact that they're a 3-hour long movie. Not Argylle, okay? Which Argylle is not 3 hours long. It's like 2 hours and 19 minutes, but it'll feel like it's 3 hours long about 30 minutes into the movie, okay? Now, another random note is you also might notice that they brought back Vasquez from Aliens, or at least her granddaughter, with the look that they put on Ariana DuBose for most of her performance in this. Honestly, I kept waiting for Hudson from Aliens to walk up and ask her if she's ever been mistaken for a man. Okay, I mean, that's how much Ariana DuBose looks like Vasquez from Aliens in this. So just there's no originality anymore. I swear to God, everybody, no originality whatsoever. And you know what? To be honest with you guys, I am getting thirsty. And so that is my clue to bust out a little brew review time. All right, everybody. So for today's brew review, I am busting out a little pumpkin bock from Tups because why the hell not, right? It's nowhere close to Halloween. But I'm like, I just thought I'd throw everybody for a loop and hey, just do a review on a pumpkin bock in February. There you go. How appropriate. I mean, to have a Halloween beer in February. I mean, it just makes total sense. And this comes to us from Tups Brewery in McKinney, Texas, which is a suburb of Dallas-Fort Worth. And this just has some really nice, not too overpowering, like pumpkin and nutmeg and ginger notes to it, but still with that good edgy beer flavor to it, okay? And so don't worry, this is not like drinking like some pumpkin spice latte or anything like that. The pumpkin is a very, very small part of the taste of this Tups pumpkin bock here. And it comes at us with a alcohol by volume of 5.6. Okay, so it's it gives you a little bit more oomph, okay, than your like a lager or something like that, or a pilsner. Okay, get a little pumpkin bang for your buck with this pumpkin bock. Okay, so here, let me grab a drink off this thing right here because it's just calling my name. Ooh, yeah. That's good. Pumpkin Halloween February flavor. Yes. Love it. Love it. All right. So, Get yourself some Tup's Pumpkin Bach there. Again, I'm not getting any money from that brewery. And, you probably aren't going to be able to find that, at your grocery store where you're at. I mean, it's kind of a obscure beer. So, yeah, you can go to like drizzly.com or gopuff.com or Open Bar, which is an app, and, get it mailed to your domicile, okay? Because those places are like the Amazon of booze. You get yourself some booze, some Tup's Pumpkin Box specifically delivered to your place. All right. So that has been Brew Review time. Okay, everybody. So I want to make sure to remind you guys to join me this Thursday night, because that is when I'm going to get all spoilery with you all about Argylle. Okay, so I'm trying to keep the plot and the spoilers close to the vest in this, because this is Movies America Live. This is my spoiler-free review. Pardon me. There we go. That's a very, very classy. I realize that beer burp. Yeah, Movies America spoiler warning is my show that you should check out this Thursday night, and it comes on at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, and then 4 Pacific. And I'm going to talk all about Argylle, and we're going to get more in depth, and it's going to be another chance for you to live chat with me all about Argylle. And let me know what you liked about it, if that's possible, or what you hated about it. What's your worst part of it, that kind of thing. Or, it doesn't even have to be about Argylle. If you just want to talk about any movie whatsoever or anything really that you want. I just like hearing from people, here on the show. We've got Rebellious Broccoli and Unfolding Joker in the live chat. I like hearing from everybody here on the show. It's fantastic. And it's one of those things where it's a privilege to do this right there. Okay, so it's what am I gonna do? All right, so
it's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane. Can I hear it again?
Okay, so much for keeping it PG. There you go. Apparently, I forgot about the entire the substance of that particular clip right there. But hey, it's all good. It's all good. We got to roll with the punches here, people. Absolutely. So, is this movie a woke after-school special? I mean, that's one of those things that I always try to, advise people about the movies that I review here, because unfortunately, in this day and age, you do have to worry about, some filmmakers trying to, indoctrinate you, trying to brainwash you very subtly, but brainwash you nonetheless with, their woke lessons in life. Okay. There's nothing Hollywood loves to do more than, teach you and me a lesson. Okay. Because no one knows real life more than people in Hollywood. Okay. Right. So, or so they think, right? But is this is this a woke after school special? Not overtly. I mean, it's woke in the respect that, likely unintentionally, this movie divides those with the belief that it's not good for life longevity to be obese from those that vapidly shout, "Big is beautiful, man," while also muttering underneath their breath, "I don't care if they're fat. It's not me that's more likely to drop dead from heart failure too early in life." Okay. It provides that, or it just creates that divide, likely unintentionally. Okay. And this isn't a comment about woke, but this just seems like the perfect time to mention that John Cena, the guy that groveled to the Chinese Communist Party, is in this. Now, in Argylle, at least in this, he's not throwing Taiwan and the U.S. under the bus. So there's that for him. Maybe he's got that all out of his system for now. It may be just a matter of time before the CCP calls for Cena to get back on bended knee, and I'm sure John Cena will happily assume the position and ask for seconds. But that's my commentary about whether or not this is a woke after school special. It really isn't, at least in an intentional way. So, all right. And also, if you are watching this live and you want to show me a little financial appreciation, throw me $1 or $2 or $3 or $100, whatever. I mean, hey, feel free by all means. Far be it from me to stop you from showing a little generosity, a little class, right? If not, hey, no big deal. I just appreciate you being here, and especially those that are live chat with me, like Rebellious Broccoli and Unfolding Joker. It's fantastic, fantastic. But but if you do want to show a little gratitude, you can give me what's called a Rumble rant if you're on Rumble, and you just do that by clicking on the $ button down where you type your live chat message, or in Pilled, you can give me what's called gold pills in Pilled. And gold pills and Pilled, they equate to moolah, to whole, cold hard cash, to clams, okay, to dinero. Or if you're watching on YouTube, you can give me what's called a super chat, and you do that by clicking on the $ button down by where you type in your live chat message. So again, just a heads up here if you are so inclined to do something like that, okay. So before I give you my final thoughts on this, on Argylle here, I just want to take a chance to release a scratching here on Pilled. And what that means is basically when I release the scratching, that's going to release gold pills for anybody on Pilled watching in the live chat to grab some pills. Literally, you're grabbing money. Okay. And so for you to have some money, some gold pills to grab, I'm going to release the scratching, but only if I see people there in Pilled. And hey, there we go. We got some folks here in Pilled. And hey, man, I must have for some reason I wasn't seeing anybody here in Pilled in the chat earlier, but now I see them there, so I must have refreshed on me. But sorry if it seemed like I was ignoring you earlier in the show, but now I finally see you. So I appreciate you guys joining. And J2 Dank, I appreciate you gifting the can to me right there. It does not go unnoticed. I sincerely appreciate that. And right there, Maven's in here as well. And I am day drinking. Yes, Maven, to answer that question, I am day drinking. Speaking of that, that's officially a drink, and it is daytime. So there we go. All right. And Maven says, laugh out loud. Give me a few. Oh, yeah. There we go. So, all right. Well, hey, I'm just glad to see some people here in the Pilled live chat. The Pilled posse's out there. So let's do it. Get ready to release the scratching. And the scratching has been officially released, everybody. So get out there and grab it. Get grabby, man. Get grabby in there. So, take advantage of my generosity. There we go. Hey, and we got 2 Wild Irish Rose as part of the Pilled posse over there checking out the show right now. I appreciate you guys joining. And so Argylle, final thoughts. Simply don't go see this movie, okay? And apparently I am not the only one that is of that mind, okay? Because this thing right now, let's check Rotten Tomatoes here. Let's see what the rating is. So it's got a 35% critics rating, which I don't give a darn about the critics rating because they don't really matter. But the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes for Argylle is 70%. And if you pay attention to Rotten Tomatoes, 70% might as well be that 35%, okay? Because most of the time the audience gives pretty much every movie something above 85% or higher, okay? And the audience has given Argylle a 70%, which is pretty low for the audience right there. So yeah, apparently I am not the only one that does not like Argylle, and it's a disappointment because I like Matthew Vaughn as a director. He's got many more hits than misses, but this is a massive miss for Matthew Vaughn, unfortunately. So instead, go watch Layer Cake instead. Okay, Layer Cake is a movie that the title of the movie alone. It steers people away from it. Like, I don't want to watch some movie called Layer Cake. I don't want to do that. And if that's your take,
you are a retard.
Yeah, so don't be that. Okay, so go check out Layer Cake. It's the movie that basically got Daniel Craig the James Bond gig. Okay, or go check out Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass is another great Matthew Vaughn movie, or X-Men First Class. Go watch them instead of Argylle. All right, so do it. Do yourself a favor. All right, don't do don't screw yourself over and go watch Argylle. Especially don't go out and pay $15 right now at the theater to go check it out. All right. So, all right, with that, everybody, like I always say, get out there, people. Those movies aren't going to watch themselves. See ya.
Hey, everybody! Hey! I got the police after me. They're coming after me, okay? But I got just enough time to ask you. Just like this video, if you would, and then subscribe to this channel, okay? I'm gonna be in handcuffs pretty soon. I gotta tell you. Hey, so before they haul me off, make sure you watch these videos over here, okay? And thanks for watching this video and the Till Death Podcast Network, okay? I gotta go.